All right, so dealing with overt racism. All right, here's what I'm gonna suggest. Right, it's so difficult to really say in terms of what to do because there are different levels of overt racism in terms of what people may say and what people would do. Right. Um, I give you an example. Right, like an overt racism or racism, whatever, can usually be in the sense of I don't know. Like let's take for example. Um, Then again, I don't know if that's subtle racism. No, no, that is over racist because I heard it. I heard it. All right, so it could be verbal. Like I remember one. This is like literally a few days, or basically last week for the time I posted this video. Right, like I was walking in a particular area, like local as well, and it was strange to me. Like the first time I was walking, and then one guy, like it was on top or whatever, of these flats or whatever, like he basically threw down like a cigarette or something like that. Now, I don't think anything of it other than like if that shit hits me, you know what I mean? Like anyway. But it's like what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? He's all the way up there. Am I really gonna just be yapping up my mouth? Do you know what I mean? To say, oh calm down, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that fuck that shit. Do you see what I mean? It's like you have to pre the situation. This is what's so mad about racism sometimes. That in a sense is kind of subtle racism because you don't know why they're throwing that. You don't know whether they threw that down intentionally either. You know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe it was, you know, um, I don't know. But anyway, I come back now. Let's talk about overt racism. Subtle racism I talk about in a different video on how to deal with that. Now, I came back because I was walking back because I thought, all right, boom, now it's time because my goal is to, well, my goal then was to walk for an hour and 30 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I want to complete 3,000 steps. I completed that. I surpassed that anyway. Yeah, but I also wanted to complete an hour and a half. So I knew, boom, if I turn back, boom, I'm gonna get there on time. But I beat the time by 10 plus minutes. Get me? And anyway, and actually my weight go for the next day in it. But anyway, so long story short, when I got back there, like the same guy, because I looked up the guy before, and it's the same guy. Like he said something, oh, what did he say? He said something like, oh, I don't trust this nigga or something like this. Like he's walking around, blah blah blah. And I heard him, yeah, and I thought to myself, alright, first of all, I'm not a nigger. Do you know what I mean? Now there are gonna be some black people that call me, what's up my nigga, blah blah blah. And I'll probably accept it depending on how they're calling me, what's up my nigga. It depends on certain situations. Now, so I never really took it personal. But I know what he said was fucking racist. Like it was racist. Yeah? Point blank period. It was racist. Right? Now, he's all the way up there on his fucking flat comfortable to say that shit. Because I know full well he would not say that to me in my face. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm a bad man. I'm not saying I'm the best fighter in the world. Get me? I'm no Iron Mike around here. I'm no Anthony Joshua around here. Get me? Like, but if I have to defend mine, I'll defend mine. Do you know what I mean? So, and whatever the result of that would be is that result. But my thing is, I'm like, all right, cool. I know if I continue walking on that side, he's gonna throw something down or probably spit. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of vibe that I can tell that he will be on. Them type of things. So I thought, all right, let me just cross the road. So I crossed the road, innit? So this is what I'm saying when it comes to dealing with overt racism. You have to kind of pre the situation, and plus you have to understand sometimes, not even sometimes, these racists, yeah, what they want is a situation where it kind of more or less fucks up your day and your plans or whatever. You're not fucking up like whatever I do in my life, nobody is fucking with my plans. Nobody. Do you see what I'm saying? Nobody is fucking with my plans, especially not a racist. Yeah, you're not going to entice me into falling for reacting in an emotional way. And that's another key thing I was going to mention as well, is there's some people that would react based on their emotions and then fall for the trap, and then they get more in trouble. Do you see what I mean? Well, I say more in trouble, but they end up getting arrested and then they get accused. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking long. I'm not in for that. Like, when you see and you hear so many stories, there's some things in life where it just kicks into your mind like, I know what potentially could happen. Do you see what I mean? I know what potentially could happen, so instead, I'd rather do this. Do you know what I mean? Now, some people be like, oh, you're probably a pussy for that. Cool, that's your opinion. For me, it's the case of, I don't know what could have happened. You know what I mean? Suppose he did spit, and then I rail out my mouth in an emotional way. You know what I mean? And then he comes downstairs. You know what I mean? And then we end up fighting. Then obviously he's got his friend somewhere else, and I don't know. I'm fighting both of them. It's like, then what? Then they call the police, or someone calls the police. And what's so funny, I remember walking by the first time and I saw a bunch of police there anyway. Not in that specific place, but like probably like a few like places down in it. So it's like, that's on my way there, but on my way back I never saw them. But at the same time, it's like, right, okay, well, you know what I mean? The police probably will come, they would arrest me, you know what I mean? Even though it's 2 against 1. Do you see what I mean? And then like, it's just mad, yeah? And you don't know, and with the police these days, it's all and police brutality happens in the UK too. I could have been a victim of police brutality, do you know what I mean? Now, rest in peace to those who have fallen victim to police brutality and died from those unfortunate circumstances, and may those who are still healing from those circumstances continue to heal quicker and faster and stuff like that, especially if it's mentally as well, because there's, you know what I mean, it could be years ago they experienced that, but they're still feeling that trauma. Do you see what I mean? Like, you have to pre certain shit. It's mad. You know what I mean? So my thing is, when it comes to overt racism, you have to analyze the situation. You have to play chess. Yeah? Play chess. But most importantly, learn how to deal with your emotions. Like, this is absolutely key. Learn how to manage your emotions. Yeah? Because some people will love to try, especially the racists, they will love to get you off your center and get you emotional so they can get joy in seeing you emotional. And then they get what they want from the situation, and you don't get what you want from the situation. It's mad, isn't it? But unfortunately, that's the reality. So what I suggest is, if you click the link in the description box below, you get access to online courses such as healthcare. In that course there, you learn how to manage your health, especially your mental health. Yeah, it's absolutely fucking key. Yeah, this is what helped me. I swear to you, because if this was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I'm telling you, how I would have reacted would be completely different. Yeah, and I'm talking about, I probably would have, I probably would have said something to him, like, but instead I didn't say nothing to him. I just kept on moving, acting like he never fucking existed. And that's the worst feeling trolls and racists would ever feel, when they are ignored. They hate feeling ignored because they want your attention. They value your attention. That's another thing. Anyway, we won't get into that right now. But anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, because you never know the video you suggest might just be next. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff there. Let's go.